Hi, everybody. I'm here today to talk to you about protecting your energy. Now, it's been kind of a year since all of this crazy COVID stuff has been going on. And so it's been really stressful for a lot of people, and not just COVID stress. There's been a lot of changes in a lot of people's lives. This has been like a year of change, a year of like shaking ourselves to our core and kind of realizing what is important and how we can move forward in our lives in a positive way. And that is scary, but in the long run, I think it's probably going to be a good thing. But right now, it's stressful, right? So it's important in everyday life to protect our energy from ourselves, from our stress, from the negativity of the outside world, from other people. It's also important in paranormal investigation, in magic works, in anything spiritual that you want to do. So we're going to kind of touch on all of that. Now we're going to start with just ourselves, because I know a lot of people that watch this aren't necessarily paranormal investigators and don't necessarily practice magic. So in general, there are many things that you can do to kind of protect your own personal energy. Now, my favorite is grounding. So I like to ground myself. I do it every single day. Sometimes it helps more than others. So if you are trying to ground yourself and you don't find that you're calming down, that's okay. Like it helps even a little bit, even if you don't realize. Once you get into the kind of habit of it, it will help more and more. So my favorite grounding exercise, if it's too cold to go outside and walk on the earth itself, is to kind of close my eyes for a second and envision roots. I envision roots coming out of my feet, through my socks, through my shoes, through the floor, all the way down into the dirt and into the earth, and then they kind of root themselves there, and then I am grounded, and it takes like a minute. And I usually feel so much better after I do it. Now, I love to go ground myself outside, to walk barefoot in sand, on the grass. That's like really the best way to ground yourself, but sometimes it's too cold or there's not ideal conditions for you to do that. So finding a good visualization exercise that works for you is the best way to ground yourself if Mother Nature isn't cooperating. Some other good ways to protect your energy in general would be things like mindfulness. So, practicing mindfulness, um, living in the moment, like, so you want to kind of learn how to take a step back and think about things that you can focus on right now. And there's lots of different exercises that you can do for that. And if you've studied any kind of mindfulness, you might know about something that you can feel, something that you can hear, something that you can touch, something that you can taste, things that are all around you, to kind of bring you right into the here and now and get you out of your head if you're kind of spiraling. So these are important. Something else that I like to do to bring myself back to the moment that I'm in is to take a nice deep breath, and you focus on that breath. You just take that big deep breath and breathe it out. You're breathing in the good and out the bad, and you're back here in the moment. These are things that are going to protect your energy. These are things that are going to bring you back into kind of a protected space. There's other things that you can do that are kind of less practical. So I like to envision a bubble around myself, so that protects my energy. It protects me when I'm on investigations and stuff like that. So this would be something that you can do just every day. I put bubbles around people that I care about. So if I'm like worried about them, if they're driving in bad conditions or something's going on, I always put bubbles around my people. So that's something you visualize. I visualize an actual bubble, like a big fairy water bubble kind of going over top of my people, and then I feel like they're protected, and and that actually helps with my own self. But for a person, yourself, you can put that bubble over yourself. Somebody that I know visualizes like a cloak, and he can kind of zip it up or down to go with however much protection that he feels that he needs in that moment. And he does this on investigations, and and that's good, and that works for him. And this is protecting his energy. It's protecting his soul. He feels like when we're on investigation, so that's a good thing, and something that's really easy to do. So I guess like energy protection is a lot of visualizing things that make you feel safe. There are other things. So things that you can wear or carry with you. There's crystals, black tourmaline, black obsidian, things like that. Clear quartz is always like a good crystal to carry around with you. I like to carry rose quartz as well because it's like the unconditional love crystal. So if you feel loved, you feel safe, and that's good. And so that's like a good one to kind of protect your emotional self. So carrying things like that, or having something that you can wear on you, like a piece of jewelry, a bracelet, or something that connects you to a feeling of safeness. So I always wear this pendant. It's got Noah's Ark. It reminds me to always be hopeful. And it is protected and it is enchanted. And so if I'm wearing it, I feel like I'm protected. So I think that's the key thing with magic, right? If you believe, then it is magic. So so those are some things that you can do personally. Now, when you go on investigations or if you're working with magic, you should always, always, always ground yourself before you go into a location that is potentially haunted. You should always, always make sure that you have that kind of shield around yourself to protect your energy. Same with if you're working with magic. Make sure that you're going in from a place of knowledge. You have to do your research. Do not be doing magic spells if you don't know what you're doing, because you have no idea like what you're playing with, right? So whether you believe in magic or not, you want to make sure that that you're doing everything from a place of learning and understanding, and doing your research and making sure that you know what's going on and what can happen, so that you can protect yourself, not just spiritually and energetically, but kind of emotionally and physically in some situations. So yes, research and connect with your people. This is very important. If you are isolated, you are not protecting your energy. This is for anything. Don't investigate on your own. If you practice magic by yourself, that's fine, but make sure that you have somebody that if something happens, you can go to, you can talk to, you can reach out to. And in your everyday life, make sure that you are connecting with the people that can help you, because that's gonna save you. If you're in a really tough spot, your people are gonna help you out. And if you don't have people, you can message my page, and I will be your people. So those are some things that I think are important. I really kind of started this video without any kind of like notes like I normally do, but I wanted to talk about protecting ourselves, because this is such a hard time for so many people, and so many people are going through so many major changes, and it's important to protect ourselves and guard our hearts and guard our souls and guard our energy. And it's important to remember to always be brave, and just one foot in front of the other, keep moving forward, and we're all going to get through this together. And even if it's not COVID related, we got each other. If we all keep supporting each other, then we got this. We're all good, right? So find your people, do your grounding, practice mindfulness, carry your crystals, your amulets, your bracelets, your rings, whatever it is that makes you feel safe, and do your research and come at everything from a place of knowledge, and you will be good, and your energy will be protected, and you will be okay. If you have any suggestions for things that people can do to kind of protect or guard their energy, let me know. Otherwise, I guess I'll be back on another day with another video about something totally different. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.